Circulation in animals is the next part of our lesson. In higher animals, the circulation is carried out by special fluids called blood and lymph. First, blood vascular system. Higher animals from annelids to chordata have special circulating fluid, the blood, which is pumped to the tissues by the heart through blood vessels. That means in lower invertebrates like Porifera, Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes and Aschelminthes, they don't show a clear blood vascular system. From annelid onwards, annelids, then arthropods, molluscans, echinodermata, hemichordata, Pisces amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals shows a clear blood vascular system. There are two types of blood vascular system. One is open and the other one is closed. In open blood vascular system, blood flows through open spaces called body cavities or sinuses or hemocoel. Hem means blood and coel means cavities. The visceral organs lie in the blood-filled body cavity and the tissues are in direct contact with the blood. That means suppose this is the body cavity and these are the visceral organs. The organs of digestive system surrounding that, they are all contained in blood filled body cavities. The visceral organs lie in the blood filled body cavity and the tissues comes in direct contact with the blood. Blood flow is slow and blood pressure is low for open circulation. Exchange of gases and nutrients takes place directly between blood and the tissues. Volume of blood flowing through tissue cannot be controlled as the blood flows out in open spaces. Blood is generally non-red in color. It is found in invertebrate animals like arthropods and in some molluscans. Majority of the invertebrates which has got a circulatory system shows open type of circulation. Closed circulation. In this, blood flows through closed blood vessels and closed chamber called heart. Blood does not come in direct contact with the tissues. Blood never comes in contact with the tissues, but in the case of open circulation, blood always comes in direct contact with the tissues so that they will be able to exchange materials. That means the exchange of materials is always between blood and the tissues directly. Blood flow is very fast and blood pressure is very high. Blood pressure is very high and blood flow is very fast for closed circulation. During nutrient and gaseous exchange, they pass through capillary wall into the tissue fluid, from where they are passed into the tissues. Volume of blood can be regulated by the contraction and relaxation of smooth muscles of blood vessels. Blood is generally red in color due to hemoglobin. This type of circulation is found in some annelids, some molluscans and all vertebrates. So what are the main features of closed blood vascular system? In closed blood vascular system, blood flows through closed blood vessels like arteries, veins and capillaries. Blood never comes in direct contact with the cells. The volume of blood flowing through the tissues can be regulated. Blood flow is fast and blood pressure is high. In closed blood vascular system, blood is generally red in color. All vertebrates and some invertebrate animals shows closed blood vascular system. Actually, in closed blood vascular system, blood flowing through a blood capillary is a blood capillary. The substances comes out of the blood capillaries and gets into the tissue fluid. This is the tissue fluid. The substances gets into the tissue fluid, and from the tissue fluid they will enter into the cells. From the tissue fluid the substance enter into the cells. From the blood capillary the substances enters into the tissue fluid. From the tissue fluid they will enter into the cells. That means the blood never comes in direct contact with the cells of the tissues. Okay. Now there are two types of closed blood vascular systems, closed circulation. One is called as single circulation and the other one is called double circulation. Closed circulation are of two types. One is called double circulation and the other one is called as a single circulation. Single circulation is a 3-mark question, while double circulation is a 4-mark question. Single circulation. Single circulation is generally found in fishes, animals having two-chambered heart, a single atrium and a ventricle. They shows single circulation. In this type of circulation, blood passes through the heart only once during each cycle. It is generally found in animals with a two-chambered heart, an auricle and a ventricle. The deoxygenated blood is pumped from heart towards the gill slits where it undergoes oxygenation. That means from the heart deoxygenated blood is pumped into the gills. In the gills the deoxygenated blood get oxygenated. Oxygenated blood will go into the tissues. From the tissues deoxygenated blood is collected and brought it to the heart again to complete the circulation. So it is called as a single circulation. Remember one point here, the heart receives always deoxygenated blood. The deoxygenated blood never enters into the heart. This oxygenated blood moves towards various body parts and gets oxygenated, deoxygenated. This oxygenated blood moves towards various body parts, gets deoxygenated and returns to the heart for next cycle. Example, fishes, as I told you. Since the heart of fish carries only deoxygenated blood, it is called venous heart. Venous heart. See how it is materialized, this single circulation. Atrium pumps the blood into ventricles, ventricles to arteries, gill capillaries to the gills. Oxygenated blood enter into systemic capillaries to the tissues. From the tissues deoxygenated blood is collected by the vein to the atrium. So this is called single circulation, generally found in animals with a two-chambered heart having an atrium and a ventricle, and the heart always carries deoxygenated blood. This diagram is from textbook. Double circulation. In this circulation, blood passes through heart twice during each cycle. The heart pumps deoxygenated blood to lungs for oxygenation, and blood enters to the heart as oxygenated blood called pulmonary circulation. That means the deoxygenated blood pumped from the heart go to the lungs. In the lungs the blood get oxygenated and return to the heart called pulmonary circulation. In systemic circulation, oxygenated blood is pumped to the tissues. Oxygenated blood is given to the tissues. From the tissues, deoxygenated blood is collected and come to the heart again. This is called systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation together is called double circulation, found in birds and mammals having 4 chambers in their heart. See how it goes. The red represents oxygenated blood and blue represents deoxygenated blood. Right ventricle pumps deoxygenated blood into pulmonary aorta, carries it to the lungs. Blood get oxygenated. Oxygenated blood is carried by pulmonary vein into the left atrium called as pulmonary circulation. Left atrium, oxygenated blood to the left ventricle, oxygenated blood to the systemic aorta, to the tissues. Oxygenated blood is given to the tissues. From the tissues, deoxygenated blood is collected by the veins, especially superior inferior vena cavas, and brings to the right atrium, completing the double circulation. A very important one. This is the diagram taken from the textbook. Okay, representing a diagrammatic representation of a double circulation.